This setup is one 30TPH alluvial and rock manganese processing plant. It is configured with a vibrating feeder, trommel scrubber, belt conveyor, chute feeder, jaw crusher, hammer crusher, jig machine, magnetic separator. This plant is suitable for raw ore with much sticky clay. The processing capacity can be designed based on your mineral situation and requirements. The raw ore is fed into the hopper via excavator, under the hopper, then use a vibrating feeder to feed the material to trommel scrubber more evenly for washing the sticky clay. The feeding size to trommel scrubber is better controlled less than 75 mm, so the vibrating feeder can design with a grizzly bar with a 75 mm gap. It can separate the big stone size more than 75 mm. The more than 75 mm big stone size is transported to the hopper before the crusher directly by a belt conveyor. The less than 75 mm goes to the trommel scrubber for washing directly. The trommel with screen part and the screen with 2 layers screen mesh. Mesh aperture 2 mm and 20 mm. That's mean it can sieve out size 0 to 2 mm, 2 to 20 mm, 20 to 75 mm. 3 different kinds of output. The 0 to 2 mm part has around 33% percentage. Use the connecting steel chute to feed into 2 jig machines for manganese separation first. The concentrates from the jig machine will go to 2 drums magnetic separators to refine the manganese again. The 2 to 20 mm part takes around 33% percentage as well. Use the connecting steel chute to feed into 2 jig machines for manganese separation. Different jig machines to process different range particles, the effect will be much better. The bigger size 20 to 75 mm transport to the next hopper to mix together with the more than 75 mm particles. Under the hopper, use a chute feeder to feed the jaw crusher for crushing big stones into smaller less than 40 mm. The output from the jaw crusher will transport to the second crushing hammer crusher by conveyor. We designed 2 hammer crushers used here for smoother discharge here. The output from the hammer crusher will be pumped to another 2 jig machines by a slurry pump. 2 jig machines for manganese separation first. The concentrates from the jig machine will go to 2 drums magnetic separator to refine the manganese concentrates again. All the tailing from the jig machine and magnetic separator will go to a tailing pond, and you can transport it away by a slurry pump.